Hello, I'm Haley, but you can also call me Pikachu because I'm a Pikachu, and today I will be talking about rape, and I won't be talking about it in any explicit terms, but I would still like to give you a trigger warning if you would like to click out of this video anyway, because it might make you feel uncomfortable. That's totally fine. I would like to discuss one popular argument, and it's the don't tell me not to get raped, tell men not to rape argument. A lot of people, mostly men, say that this is pretty stupid because we should teach women to protect themselves. A lot of people use the analogy, we tell people not to steal, but we still say lock your doors, right? Because it doesn't matter how much you tell people not to steal, they're going to steal. I completely understand that point, but what I see is it's a little bit of a misinterpretation of the phrase. When people say don't tell me not to get raped, they're not saying that they should never protect themselves, although granted some might. Rather, they're implying that they shouldn't have to change their behavior specifically based on their sex or gender. That doesn't have to be changed for men, or doesn't really have an effect on the outcome of the situation. They're saying that they shouldn't have to live in fear every second of their lives, and they shouldn't have to do a whole bunch of things that aren't going to stop them from being raped. Like, for example, stranger danger. While it's a basic principle to, like, never get into a stranger's car or anything, a lot of women are repeatedly told over and over again that they can't go anywhere by themselves because they will be attacked by a stranger. Although studies have shown that most likely you will be raped by somebody that you know, not a stranger. Also, provocative clothing. A lot of people say that if you wear something slutty, you're more likely to get raped, and that's not true, given how many slut walks that we've seen recently, because it really doesn't matter what you're wearing. When it comes to drinking and other drugs, yes, you are more likely to get raped, because you're more vulnerable. Drinking and other drugs is risky behavior, period. But the thing is, women are told not to get drunk, but men can. It's an issue of unequal treatment, but guys can engage in risky behavior as well. If they're drunk, they can rape somebody. They can get a fight, they can hurt somebody, but somehow that's not really regarded in the situation. People will counter argue, well, then the girl should just bring somebody with her, then she can get drunk, then she'll be fine. But still sort of a matter that men don't have to do that. Women don't want to have to take precautions just because they're women. Not to mention, if you take that big strong guy with you to the club, he could rape you even though you thought he was supposed to keep you from being raped. And I know you're much more likely to get raped if you're alone, because no one is there to help you, not because you're a helpless woman. Since most rapes are committed by people that you know, if you're hanging out alone with a guy in your apartment that you think isn't going to rape you, he can't. You can be alone in your own home and still have a good chance of being raped. Realistically, the most drastic ways to reduce your chance of being raped are to always be with a group of sober female friends, and never be alone with a man ever, and never engage in any kind of risky behavior. Basically, you reduce your independence. That's not fair, because the whole idea that women should just protect themselves is promoting an inequality because men don't have to worry about it. Yes, we all lock our doors, we turn off the stove, we don't text and drive, hopefully, but those are universal safety matters, and this is specifically targeted towards women and females only. Rape prevention tends to perpetuate the idea that it's a woman's responsibility to reduce your risk, because apparently you can't do anything about the men at all. A lot of people say that men are taught not to rape, but really, I don't see it, actually. Often society promotes this idea that sex proves your worth as a man. A recent report in Asia showed that the most popular reason for rape was that men felt sexually entitled. Just saying no means no isn't enough. All rapists aren't just psychopaths whose minds aren't going to be changed. We can at least make an attempt to change them. If we have rape prevention programs for women, why can't we have it for men? And look, most rapes go unpunished because a lot of them get unreported. If you get shown that you're not going to be punished for something, how is that going to decrease the likelihood of bad behavior? Even if it does get reported, you're way less likely to face prison time. Realistically, no, everybody isn't going to stop raping. But I don't see why we're putting effort into making people not be victims instead of putting effort into changing the minds of society and showing them that rape is bad and you will be punished if you do it. Also, don't get me wrong, men can definitely be raped too, and women can definitely be rapists. It sucks just as bad for male victims, basically like they don't even exist, because guys like sex, so they can't possibly be raped. And that is stereotypical bullshit. The bottom line is that of course women should be responsible for their actions as much as men. However, when you're trying to preach to women that they should reduce their freedoms and not even talk to the men at all, it's sort of an unequal treatment kind of thing. I know I've opened up a huge can of worms, but I'm not claiming to be an expert on the subject at all, so you can please feel free to correct me and engage in polite and respectful conversation in the comments. If you have anything to add, anything that you would like to dispute or clarify, you can just let me know. I just hope that I could put forth my point of view as good as I can. If you need any clarification, let me know. Just everybody, please be nice in the comments below if you have anything to say. Alright, thank you. I will see you soon. Bye.